Welcome back. We were talking about drawings and his illustrations. My guest has written many books, done illustrations and covers for many books, and he's just going to read out something that is so topical. We are talking about the Women's International Day. And this is a kind of a practice in India that sisters put a dot on brother's forehead to wish them well. Now, this is completely reversed. Now, the brother is putting a dot on sister's forehead to give her respect and to wish her well.
Well, before I read the poem, let me just say something.
Right.
That's why I actually started illustrating.
Right.
I used to write poems or rhymes or poddo, I used to call it. One day, one of the editors said, "Can you draw?" So, all right, I'll draw. So I started drawing. So this is a drawing and poem, and it was published in partly I have to say it in Bengali, of course. 3rd of November 1956.
Right.
Let me first read it in Bengali and I'll try to give a little English translation.
Please do.
Bon ফোঁটা ভাই ফোঁটা হয় যদি বোন ফোঁটা চাই রে ফোঁটা দাও ফোঁটা দাও ফোঁটা দাও ভাই রে ভোজনের পর্বটা এক চেটে রাখবে রাবড়িও সন্দেশ তোমরাই চাকবে এই সব অনাচার বিবেক তো সয় না এই প্রথা বেশি দিন আর রাখা যায় না আজ থেকে ছেড়ে দাও মৌরুষি পাট্টা না হলেই মস্তকে বরাদ্দ গাঁটটা এসে যাও দাদা ভাই আনু সবে মিষ্টি ফোঁটা দাও পটাপট সেরে দাও ফিষ্টি সাথে দাও উপহার শাড়ি হার দুলটা বন ফোঁটা শুরু হোক ভেঙে যাক ভুলটা Now, one of my nephew,
Right.
Kaushik, very kindly wrote a English translation. Let
Right.
me read that one.
Sure. Is it a translation or a
Well, it's you know, so let's say rough translation,
All right.
but it's not in rhyme. His name is Kaushik Pal. So he wrote that. If we have a phota, which is tilak,
Yep.
for brothers, then all brothers get ready for a phota for your sisters too. All the good food and sweets that you brothers get to eat, let it not be for the brothers only. This injustice is an insult to our intelligence and cannot be tolerated anymore. Let us break this tradition starting today. Brothers, bring on the sweets and gifts for your sisters and start giving them photos as well and put an end to this mistake.
Great. Has it been? Has it made any effect on the practice?
I hope so. I hope so. That made people aware.
Right.
I'm sure.
Right.
But that was I'm talking about long ago, 1956.
Well, the idea of International Women's Day is also a kind of an achievement that this lady in New York who was denied of her rights, see, and that has started, that's it, ball in motion, see. So International Women's Day is the day when we all celebrate men and women both, see, that they should get more rights, see. This gender equality we are always talking about, see. Now we go back to something very phenomenal that you had achieved. This is, would you like to hold it in your
Yes.
hand and show it to the camera?
Well, that's an enlargement of Gandhi centenary year postage stamps.
Postage stamp.
Which-
You were commissioned by the British government
Correct.
to design a postage stamp to celebrate the birth centenary of Mahatma Gandhi.
Correct.
That was in 1969.
Correct.
The stamp was released on 15th of August instead of
15th, yes, some 15th or maybe,
August
yes, you are
to
right.
coincide with the Independence Day rather than October 2nd, which is his real birthday.
Yes.
But that apart, this is possibly the second postage stamp by the British government issued for a foreign leader.
Not first, this is the first one.
This is the first one?
Yes. I mean, it was the first British postage stamps to celebrate a foreign national or foreign celebrity.
Right.
Also, if I allowed.
Yep. I was coming to that.
Well, first you better say. Well, I mean, it would be nice for you to say that.
No. And for the first time ever, a foreign artist was commissioned to design a British stamp.
Correct. At that time, I was an Indian national living here in London.
Right.
So, and it was done by an Indian national.
Right. Great. Great. What were the circumstances? How did this fall in your lap?
Very good question. Now, I had given up my boring design job and then I said, well, I want to work as a designer, as a freelancer. Who can give me a job? At that time, there was a body called Design Council. Design Council used to recommend designers. So I went to Design Council, so I'm a designer, I'm willing to do work. So all right, you show your work. Looked at my work, all right, we'll put your name in our book. If there is a inquiry suitable for you, we'll contact you. One day, I came home, my wife said, guess what happens? So the post office rang and said whether I would like to design a postage stamps for British Post Office. I never thought that is going to happen. Now what happens, that's still is the same practice. British Post Office always select a group of designers, roughly about 7, consist of some well-established designers, and they always include 1 or 2 newcomers. And they included in that selected group of designers.
Newcomers.
I am one of the newcomers. And fortunately, the newcomer got the
prize.
Final commission. They all get certain amount of fee. You can call it a closed competition among some designers. So that's the way it started.
Yeah. This stamp also was awarded a gold medal somewhere in India?
Well, yes, and also in other places. What happened in that particular year, 1969, which was designated as a bicentenary year of Mahatma Gandhi, there are 75 postage stamps were issued by 35 countries.
Right.
And in an international panel of judges, fortunately, that postage stamp was voted as the best. Well, what more can I say? I'm really thrilled, honored. I think I'm very lucky.
This postage stamp does not have that very significant and that's related to Gandhiji, that charkha.
That's a very interesting question. What happens in my case, in other designers' case as well, whenever I am asked to design something, I produce several alternative designs.
Right.
And one of the designs I have used that. But eventually what happens, they selected the simplest of all the solutions.
Right.
All the solutions I created based on a small framework.
Right.
So I selected, well, what should I do with Mahatma Gandhi? And all right. Incidentally, let me tell you, I had the honor of meeting Mahatma. Not just once, twice. The first one,
Was in Calcutta?
yes, in Howrah, my hometown, the first time. That was in 1934. I was only 7 or 8 months old. I always call Mahatma Gandhi came to see baby Biman. That's not the truth, actually. My father was a close associate. My father, Ajit Kumar Mullick, was a close associate of Mahatma Gandhi and a freedom fighter. He went to jail for his political activities. Anyway, he invited Mahatma Gandhi, and Mahatma Gandhi very kindly came to our house, and that was in 1934. And so I always say he came to say baby Biman. But
Is this a picture of Mahatma Gandhi, or is this a drawing?
no, that's photograph. As a designer, I am very open-minded. I don't have to put my true personality, or artistic ego. Important thing is the stamp.
Right.
It is not created by this man. And I found a photograph is the right solution. And I first went to different advertising agencies.
Right.
I thought, I'll get a job there as an artist. And they all said, well, you need to learn typography. I never heard of such a thing, And then they all said, go to St. Martin's. That's the place to go. So I enrolled myself there. I had no money, so I had to work. So that's a full-time study for 4 years, so-called 9 to 5. And the rest of the time, I have to make a living.
Yeah.
And that's why I took a job as a porter in Bangla, absolute coolie, And that porter, my job title was general porter. And that word general does not mean army general or general manager. It means you have to do whatever we ask you to do. So that's it.
You could abbreviate it as GP.
Yes.
On this funny point, we take a break, and
Why
when we
not?
come back, we will continue with the serious discussion.
Lovely. Lovely.
Thank you for being with us. Don't go away.